This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No. Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL. Hello, everyone. Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. You look like a ray of sunshine.
Thank you so much, and you look like an academic. Hello.
Do I?
Look at you with those glasses.
It's like a black account in Argo. Okay. I like it, though.
You're the best.
Thank
Jeff looking great as well.
With
Thank
his
you.
new dewy skin.
Yeah, you do look like a baby's butt.
It looks fantastic, and I'm annoyed.
Were those compliments?
And they were sort of. That's the way we do it here. All right, welcome to DBL. If you didn't know, it is day 2 of Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York, which is underway as of the time right now of our taping. So Trump arrived to court earlier this morning for the second day of testimony. And today, the former National Enquirer boss, here he is right now, David Pecker, is back on the stand. Now, he's testifying about the paper's catch and release technique, where it buys the rights to negative stories about Trump, and then it withheld them from publishing them so they never became public. Prosecutors allege that this was election interference, while the defense says it's not. Now, earlier today, I was following this minute to minute. Trump was actually in danger of being held in contempt of court. The judge held a special hearing without the jury on whether or not Trump violated the gag order in the case. Prosecutors say he's done it and violated it about 10 times. The judge has not yet ruled on that. So what do we all think of this trial? What David Pecker is going to testify to? Will the jury even understand it? Please.
Let me break it down with some additional details.
Please do,
because it does feel confusing, especially because all these different trials and indictments are separate, right?
Totally.
So first and foremost, Trump is accused here of trying to illegally influence the election by preventing damaging stories from going public, plus falsifying business records to cover up hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, right? Okay, now in regard to David Pecker, what he's expected to testify about. Now, these could be bombshells. Purchasing the rights to former Playboy model Karen McDougal's story about an alleged affair with Trump that they never published. Now, Trump promised to reimburse the publication. He never did.
Okay.
So perhaps David Pecker has a bone to pick with Trump. We don't know. Number 2, paying off a doorman at one of the Trump organization's buildings for info regarding Trump fathering a child out of wedlock, okay? Which the Enquirer claims was later deemed untrue. And then finally, his knowledge of Cohen's payment to Stormy Daniels. So we shall see.
Okay. Does everyone understand this trial? Because a lot of people I know out there think, oh, did Trump sleep with Stormy Daniels? That's it. That's all they know. And they're like, yeah, he did. No, he didn't. As Sam just pointed out, this is about hiding it financially using campaign money. If you just done it personally, right, donor money. What do you think? Do people get it? Are the juries going to get it? The jurors, excuse me.
All you need is one to not get it.
Right.
You know, and I know people are thinking that this trial is going to damage him. I don't think it will. I think this is probably the least of the trials that he's facing. If you think about what he's facing in Georgia,
yeah.
what he's facing in Florida, those are documents that were in the bathroom. Those are pretty serious
trying to find
claims.
votes.
I'm not saying that this doesn't deserve merit, and it seems like not everything was above board here, but I think that if you told the average person, people that aren't into politics, what's going on, and they'd be like, all politicians do that. Yeah, I would think that everybody running for something would try and put a famous actor would do that. So it's not going to seem as nefarious as I think the people that are in the inner workings of the legal system. But, I mean, as the president, you should be holding yourself to a different standard. But, I mean, that standard's kind of gone now.
Yeah, hold yourself accountable. Exactly.
Yeah, but just because it's been normalized, we have to hold our government officials and especially our president, I don't care if it's Biden, I don't care if it's Trump, accountable. Like a celebrity, fine, you're not running the entire country. So I don't want people to feel normalized because we've seen such bad behavior with politicians and with celebrities. I want people to start. And this is the first time that we've had a president indicted for it. So I think it's important to remember that.
I agree with you. Speaking of what you just said, which is so great, Jeff, I want to get your take on this. Everywhere you look, this Trump trial is all over the news, right? But Jon Stewart is sort of saying what Sam's saying. He's challenging the media, wondering if it's capable of covering the trial in a responsible way. So here is a clip from The Daily Show last night. Let's take a look.
This trial will obviously be a test of the fairness of the American legal system, but it's also a test of the media's ability to cover Donald Trump in a responsible way.
Shaping up to be the trial of the century.
Maybe the trial of the century.
The trial of the century.
But just might be the trial of the century.
The tax man is here, Donald Trump.
He will finally be forced to face the music.
The legal walls closing in around Donald Trump.
The legal walls are starting to close in on Donald Trump.
So, Jeff, is the media falling into that same old trap and making this big spectacle rather than just a serious news story where we break it down like we did? What do you think, Jeff?
And please discuss the legal walls.
Yeah.
Closing in.
I think they are, because everything needs to be super salacious right now to get attention. There's so much going on with social media, mainstream media, that if it's not grabbing your attention right away, you kind of flip through the story.
Right.
So I think that when Trump was running last time, CNN, every news media outlet was raised, right? Everyone was watching very closely to see. And then once the trial, get confused. Once the election was over, numbers plummeted because Trump wasn't in the news anymore. Like Trump or not, he's bringing eyeballs to your network no matter what side you are. Now, as far as covering it fairly, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. I was watching, what's it called over the weekend? The guy with the slicked hair. What the heck's his name? He's got a podcast. Bill Maher.
Bill Maher. I watched him.
He's got good hair.
Last week, yeah.
But he was talking about like NPR, right? And 87. Don't quote me on
this.
There's
a huge story unraveling here in NPR.
Yeah, so there's 87 writers, right, under them. All of them are Democrats. When you have a network that's packed, leaning one-sided, how are you going to be able to cover something equally or give it justice, right? I don't care what side you're on. I just want an equal story coming out of each side. If it's Biden, tell about Biden. If it's Trump, talk about Trump. But right now, we need to sensationalize everything to get eyeballs on it.
Do you think that, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think, you know, we talk about the media, and Jon Stewart's talking about the media like it's a giant that lives in the hillside, and it's this opaque thing. The media is people. The media is people that have jobs and people that need to keep their jobs. And if you're at CNN, your boss doesn't care about Trump or Biden. They're like, Jeff, what's up with these ratings?
I don't know
and
about
so, well, I'm saying, even if it's Trump and you don't like Trump.
I'm kind of with Jeff here. Then it's irresponsible because then you're shaping a narrative.
But what is it responsible to be unemployed, Sam? They don't care. They just need the ratings. They need a crazy headline.
Go ahead.
That's the problem. That's where we're at right now. It's a problem in Hollywood. It's a problem in society, and it's definitely a problem in mainstream media because everything is so one-sided. You're not even allowed to question the other side. I'm on this show. I'm on media, and I'm scared. I dance up here, especially the last 4 years, on what I want to say, just to challenge, just to provoke a conversation. Not saying I'm right or wrong, just that me and you go at it all the time. I could be wrong, but you're not allowed that grace right now.
However, I will say, our show, Bill Maher, Joe Rogan, this is an opinion-based show. So I do worry that people don't have the discernment, or it's not crystal clear that, like, Daily Blast Live is opinion-based, and then CNN, I would hope, and every other news station is delivering the facts. I want there to be some sort of oversight for those news stations. If you're not a news station, that's fine, but if you are, you better stick to the facts.
Or make a disclaimer when, let's say, MSNBC at night or Fox at night goes into opinion. Let us know. This is no longer a news show. We are now an opinion show.
Agreed.
Let us know that. You know what I mean? Coming up on DBL, Jerry Seinfeld. What's the deal with the movie business? He says it's over. Does he have a point? And we're talking with the hosts of 50-50 Flip, Crystal and Dedrick Polite. They're sharing how you can refresh your house for spring. They have the best ideas. Welcome back to DBL. Let's start again. Is Hollywood as we know it dying? I certainly am. Jerry Seinfeld seems to think so. He was speaking to GQ magazine where he said that the movie business is over.
I love that photo.
Me too.
By
I
the
was
way.
just going to say it.
I know it doesn't. A lot of people might think that's not attractive, but I love those photos.
It's his personality in that photo, right?
Yep, I love it too.
He added that movies have lost their relevance in culture and society. He said when a good movie came out, if it was good, we all went to go see it. We all discussed it. We knew the lines, the scenes we liked. Now he says it's confusion and disorientation have replaced the movie business. I remember the days where we would be doing like Dumb and Dumber quotes over and over and over again in like '94, right before social media hit. And then it was like we all got distracted and stuff like that. But like Barbie brought us together, I thought.
It did, but I look back, and maybe this is just because I'm reflecting on my childhood. So perhaps, you know, Sophie one day won't have these same memories because she might remember our Friday movie nights on the couch with pizza. But I remember like lining up for A League of Their Own. Do you remember that movie with Gina Davis? I remember lining up and going so excited to see Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. And then afterwards you go get ice cream with your friends and then you repeat the quotes.
Totally.
So I'm disappointed that we don't have that anymore. But perhaps this younger generation won't miss it.
I think I thought Barbie was the first movie I saw girls quoting, dressing up, waiting in line, doing that kind of thing beforehand.
I think it's weird that we just reminisce and we kind of, I don't know, overemphasize how great things were in the 90s. Yes, there was movies that we quoted, but there wasn't as much stuff that you could look at. So we all kind of went because there was nothing else to do. I think YouTube and the fact that there's 5 Maxes and 3 different Showtimes and Star, there's different places to find your entertainment.
Too many choices.
And it just shows you that there's a lot of people that have a lot of different things and their needs weren't being met by these 4, 5, or 6 movies that we were constantly being given. The people, when you put the product out there, the people decide. And what they're saying is there's only a few movies we all want to see. For the rest of us, maybe we need to look at the movie business differently, Jeff, and just like it's not going to be a bunch of Independence Days. It's going to be more like, oh yeah, that movie was kind of good. Like I think that might be where we are.
Just so you know, Tingar Arwa says the economics change and that affects importance too, like the way that the prices of movie tickets have gone up. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah, listen, I grew up quoting movies. I still do, right? That's kind of my whole thing. We do it
That's
every day.
how we communicate.
I know. So, and it's nowadays the movie business. You know, I got into this business because I love movies and I love the business and I love the process of making movies. And now it's more about the person than it is the movie. So if you're like, oh, I'm a big fan of Chris Pratt, I'm gonna go watch Super Mario. Is that the guy who faked like he was Italian? Like, dude, I'm watching a kid's cartoon. It's not. He's hurting dinosaurs. It's Jurassic Park. What are you talking about? This guy's personal life. Like it's all become personal, and then everyone puts you in a box now. So if you quote a movie, they're like, oh, this guy must be this because he likes that movie. It's like, man, it's a movie.
We know so much about them.
And then even the movie business is stunted because of this woke culture, and you're not allowed to use examples of certain things. Otherwise, you're labeled as XYZ, and then your movie's taken off the charts. And it's not even on Netflix because no one will touch you because you're poison. The movie business has changed, and it's like I pulled back the curtain on Oz, and I'm really sad about it because I loved this business growing up.
I hope you still do, and I hope we find movies that we can still quote together. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Dedrick and Crystal Polite have built a real estate empire together. They own over 60 properties and they flip houses for their community for under $50,000 in under 50 days. Earlier, we spoke with them all about how to refresh your house this spring. Check it out.
Please welcome to the show real estate investors and stars of the show 50/50 Flip, Crystal and Dedrick Polite.
Thanks for having us, guys.
You guys are amazing. Now, you say your mothers inspired you to become real estate investors. Can you tell us how you honor them while buying or flipping houses today?
Well, they inspired us on this entrepreneurial journey. So with doing that, neither one of our mothers ever owned their own home. Matter of fact, my mother just got her own home for the first time, I think at like 68, 69 last year when me and Dedrick bought it for her. Aww. So to do that, we actually write their names in every single house that we own, that we flip. We make sure that we are writing their name as in memory of them really being the ones who kind of catapulted us in this.
Wow, you've been writing their names down a lot. 60 houses, 60 properties, that's a lot. All right, so the housing market has been hot the past few years, so it can be pretty tempting to sell, right? But what are the benefits of keeping it in the family?
Yeah, our motto is don't sell Big Mama's house. You know, a lot of people have family homes that they sell away for pennies on the dollar. Keep that house in the family. Some of the benefits is that, you know, if you have your primary residence, but then you inherit a property or you have a family property, you can tap that property, tap the equity in that property to send a kid to college, to start a business. So those are just some of the benefits you can use of tapping the equity you have in that family home instead of selling it, because once you sell it, you typically can't get it back.
That is beautiful. All right, I have analysis paralysis about like updating my house. I just stare and get worried. So for people looking to update parts of their house, can you just start with like a bite-sized piece? Which rooms will add the most value without breaking your bank? Where should I start?
So I would definitely say kitchens and bathrooms not only sell homes, but they are the showstoppers in homes, right? So if you're looking to enhance your home, I would definitely say start with your kitchen and or your bathroom. Okay. Those are the ones that you're going to get the most bang for your buck.
Oh, that is good.
Well, oh, wow, look at that. Yep.
We were just looking at the clips before, obviously, we interviewed you guys, and it got literal, like, people were like, whoa, like, what you guys are doing is amazing. And I want to talk to you about kitchens, because what in the kitchen update would be worth the most money?
I think in the kitchen is two things, the cabinets and the countertops. One of the countertops we prefer to use a lot, instead of using granite like in most houses, we use quartz. So white quartz, when you see that clean white lines in a kitchen, you may think it's costing $10,000, $20,000, but we've been able to find wholesale distributors and installers that can provide the materials and labor on that for about $2,000 to $3,000.
Oh, wow.
So kitchen countertops is really a good ROI for your money.
Where you don't have to spend a ton of money.
I love that because I have a dream of having quartz countertops. Yep.
Wow.
So perhaps I should start looking at the wholesalers.
Dream big,
I
Sam.
love it.
It's not that expensive.
So for those that rent, though, what are some ways that you can revamp your space without breaking your lease?
I would definitely say a lot of leases will allow you to paint. So I would say check and see if you can paint. Color is great nowadays. You can do accent walls, mirrors, curtains, throws, accent pillows, you know, coffee tables, all of those. You're really going to have to do it with decor versus going in and putting a full accent wall or tile backsplash. You're going to have to really now enhance it with the decor items.
I like that, though, because I feel like you can control that cost more.
Yeah, that's true.
Just get creative, right? Crystal and Dedrick, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate all of your expertise. DBL Nation, you can watch both seasons of their series 50/50 Flip on A&E or Hulu now. Also, you can check out their free trainings on the real estate market at politewealthportal.com. Thank you again.
That's great.
We'll be right back. Thank you.
Thanks
Congratulations.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you.
That's a great.
Welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out. What do you have for us today, Steph? Let's go shopping.
Hey, Tori. Hey, DBL Nation. We are so excited to show you the deals today. And as ever, they are fabulous. So let's check everything out. First up, this is right up my alley. We've got the Cuisinart 2-quart stovetop tea kettle.
That's for you, buddy.
Oh, I love it. The deal includes 1 kettle. Normally, this is $40.
Oh.
However, we've got it for just $15. That's saving 63%. And trust me, when you taste that cup of tea, you're going to know the difference. Next up is the 2-pack Fern & Willow Luxury Gel King Pillows. This deal includes 2 pillows with a removable case. And this deal has been so popular, so we do have a limit on this of 1 set per customer. So normally these are $48 each. However, we have got a 2-pack for $29.99. So that's saving 69%.
For everyone who's like, everything's so expensive, 2 pillows like this with breathability during summer, for that price, that's a steal.
Up next, we've also got the Lifestyle Advanced Wireless Speaker. This deal includes 1 speaker available in these 4 colors. So we've got black, blue, hunter, and grey. So normally these are $90.
Okay.
However, we've got them for $19.99. That's saving 78%. Our last product is the Adrian Vittadini Quilted Wheeled Duffel. This deal includes 1 duffel available in 4 colours.
Oh, wow.
This is a customer favourite on Morning Save, and it's going to be your new favourite travel companion for sure.
I'm already in.
Normally, are you ready? This is $360, which says a lot about the price, but we have got it for $39.99, so that's saving 89%.
Oh my God, I love that color too.
And they're beautiful.
Little Merlot there. Head on over, y'all, to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or as always, you can scan the QR code on screen to take you directly to these products on Morning Save's website. Steph, thank you so much. Okay, so Rolling Trouble wrote, oh, Sam, out here, it's outdoor movie night. And I don't know, have you guys set up like a projector ever?
Yes.
Is that fun?
Very.
Yes.
Can you see well?
You know who does it in his neighborhood and kills it? People show up, line up. Steve, audio guy.
Steve Gallagher?
I bet, yes.
Yep, Moana on his garage door. Yes.
Oh, Steve, I got to hire you to come over for just me. DBL's new every day. We'll see you tomorrow.